Oh, this is how you get a breakfast started right. Oh, look at that melted cheese. It's on my fingers. That's the stuff, yes. Oh man, I'm so tired today. So tired. I don't know what it is. I'm not sure what's hit me so hard today. I wasn't up particularly late last night. I went to bed about 10, but I didn't get up till 6. Excuse me, that's the bagel. Yeah, 6 a.m. I got up this morning, and that hurt. And I'm normally up at 4, and that hurts, but not normally as much as today did. So I don't really know what happened. But this is my first McDonald's breakfast in about 3 months, maybe 2 months, because the McDonald's near my work, on site next to my work, that has finally reopened. It's been shut for the last 8 or 9 weeks, maybe. So I have indulged myself in a cheesy bacon flatbread and a sausage bagel meal. And it tastes exactly how it used to, and it's fairly unfulfilling, but it's food. I didn't make any Huel last night, and my bread went mouldy this morning, or at least it was mouldy. I don't know if it went mouldy this morning, but it was mouldy when I got it. So I thought it was a pretty good time to test it. The building, I didn't go in, I used the drive-thru, but it looks the same. Like exactly the same. I think it's marginally bigger one direction, but only like one unit size. Because they're sort of modular, these Mackey's buildings. If you've never seen a McDonald's building being built from scratch, it's really cool to see. Like they bring the whole walls in pre-built and just plunk them down like giant Lego bricks. It's amazing. But I think they've just extended it by one like increment of wall length, one block in Lego, I suppose you'd call it. And then they've kitted out the inside with like tables with USB ports on and stuff. And they've finally put those touchscreen ordering systems in, so they're up to speed now at least. But I don't think it was worth 8 weeks of being closed. Like, how much money would they have lost from all those sales? But at least the faithful customers are still going. But no, I've got 2 jugs of Huel in the bag that I'm going to be drinking throughout my lunch and whatever today. I finished at 6 p.m-ish, so I'll head home and then have actual food for dinner with Joe. And then go to bed ready for tomorrow morning, 9 a.m. again, as usual. Something that I do realise today is that it's actually episode 300, I think, of these daily vlogs. I've done 300 in a row, including today. How mental is that? And I've got nothing special planned. I've got no ideas, no intentions of doing anything interesting. So, you know, settle in. Just got to work for 9 hours. A bagel and some really weird-looking, nasty cheese. Ugh. Tastes good, though. Well, that's it. That's the lot. That's everything. I did start rooting my phone this morning, my S8, sorry. I plugged it in, and I downloaded the rooting software, and I started it running. And I got scared and bailed. I've rooted very slightly a little bit of it at the beginning, you know, the start, where it basically installs the boot ROM in order for you to root it. So I've done just enough for the phone to realise that it's been tampered with, so now it's kicking off that it's not secured anymore, but not enough to do anything interesting with. So now I'm in the middle of a limbo stage, unfortunately. But still works, and I'm a bit scared about going any further. I was reading about the ROM I was going to put on it, or planning to. And of course there's all these like bugs and things that they're talking about, and loads of things that workarounds to get like Netflix working. I'm like, I don't want to have to work around to get Netflix working. So maybe I'll just leave it as it is and just chop and change between this phone and that phone. Oh, excuse me, this is repeating me already. This might have been a terrible idea. Oh my god. So maybe some shots I'll use that camera for close-ups or zooms, and maybe this one I'll use for general day-to-day. I don't know, but all I know is I'm going to eat the rest of this really hard and now gone quite cold cheese. Feeling very unsatisfied. Good for Dean. Oh god, I'm tired. Oh, I'm so tired. I know I was saying that earlier, like before I started work, but quite often I'll perk up a little bit during the day. Didn't happen today. I've been really hit hard by tiredness, and I don't really understand why. My first jump to is that I was up later than usual last night, but I wasn't up that much later than usual. I was in bed at like 10, so it really wasn't that late. I wanted to stay up a bit later actually and watch the Nintendo Direct, the sort of video live broadcast thing that they do announcing what games are coming up and stuff for the Switch and other things. But I realised that I didn't care all that much and happily just read the tweets in the morning, which I did and was good. But I'm glad I didn't stay up too, because it was apparently delayed because of like, I want to say an earthquake? Maybe there was an earthquake in Japan and it like delayed the launch of the start of the broadcast. I don't think it was just that. Like, oh my god, you can hear all the junk rattling on my car as I turn corners. Ready for this one? I'm going to turn left now and we'll have another rattle in a minute. Oh, all the shit just sliding around. It's not even that bad anymore. I cleared out most of the stuff that was crap. I've got like 1 empty box of Monster and I got 1 wrapper of McDonald's this morning. But they make a hella noise. Anyway, yeah, so I'm glad I didn't wait for that, but hopefully it wasn't a serious earthquake. I think it was just like a little tremor that sort of threw them off kilter a little bit, but I could be wrong about that. So if it was really serious and people died or injured or anything was bad, then my apologies. I haven't read about it. All I know is it was delayed due to an earthquake of some sort. And since that's all I know about it, I'm assuming it was fairly low key. Because if it was really bad, then I guess they probably wouldn't have broadcast it. If it's enough to delay them 45 minutes, it's enough to like knock them off kilter if it's bad, isn't it? Let's stop it completely. But anyway, I'm just assuming and guessing now, which I shouldn't do. You should never assume. Makes an ass out of you and me. Anyway, I'm now driving home and I'm in station traffic, which is now time for me to rub my face. Ooh, that's how I get spots. I always get spots like right here. I don't even notice my middle finger. Sorry about that. These right here. Right now I think I'm okay. I was a little notch actually with one still that's just about to finish up its life, I think, but I don't know, I keep getting them right here. I thought maybe it's because where I wear sunglasses, but I haven't worn sunglasses for ages because they broke. And I'm still getting them, so I guess I must just rub my face a lot there and like build up of nastiness. I have a fun little trick actually, because I get quite bad spots. I don't know if you can see me over there, there's a very bright sun over there, so my apologies if I'm completely out of shot right now. But yeah, I get quite bad spots. Like I had really bad acne as a kid, and I still get quite a lot of them now. I get them quite often, things like my shoulders and my back and stuff, like backney, I know, right? But I get them on my face and neck too, but they're not so bad on my face anymore because of a trick that I learned, which is put a freshly washed towel over your pillow and sleep on that. And honestly, it's the best thing ever. Because you think about it, right? Think about when you wear a t-shirt and you spend like 8, 10, 12, 15 hours in it and you get sweaty and it's nasty. You don't wear that again tomorrow, do you? Well, you might if you're that way inclined, but as a general rule, you don't wear that 2 days in a row. But if you think about when you're in bed, you put your head on that pillow and then you're there for 8, 10, 12 hours in a row, if you're lucky, I suppose, sweating, all warm, still, and sweating. And all that sweat goes into that pillow. And that's fine, but then you use the same pillowcase again the next day. And you might change your sheets every week, but I can guarantee you don't change them every day. And I don't change them even every week, maybe every month if I'm lucky, which is kind of gross, I'm sure, but less gross because I do the whole towel thing. But to get by that, you could probably just put a new pillowcase on if you wanted, but what I do is put a towel over. Put a towel over the top and then sleep on that, so it's like fresh, clean, and good for your skin. It absorbs all the grease from your face and doesn't add any old grease to your face. And then whenever you have a shower, if it's that morning or that evening or whenever you get up and actually do clean yourself, that towel's still perfectly fine to dry yourself with. At least it is for me. I'm fine with that. You might find it a bit unpleasant, but I think one night sleeping on it, then use it for a bath towel, I think that's totally legit, and it means you're not using any more washing. You're not having to wash extra pillowcases, you're not washing extra towels, you're only using the same number that you would normally, you're just using one a day earlier, really. And like I said, I think it works fine, because I can tell when I get spots on my face, not here. It doesn't work for like around the nose and mouth area, and I'll tell you why in a second, but it's definitely helped clear up all around my face and side, and even some of my neck too if I'm sleeping high enough up, but that bit quite often doesn't get caught. That's because that bit doesn't touch the pillow. If you think about like on the inside of my nose here and over my mouth and stuff, I don't sleep face front into the pillow because I'd die. I sleep sideways on it, like a normal person does. I can't sleep on my back. I never sleep on my back. Do you sleep on your back? How do you sleep? Do you sleep on your front, side, back? How do you do it? I can only sleep on my side. I can't sleep on my back. On my back, I'm just wide awake. On my front, I'll suffocate and die. But on my side, nice. Anyway, it doesn't absorb anything sort of past here because that's the bit that's exposed. So yeah, it does still get the whole middle area, which I guess is why I still get spots there. It's kind of proof of the pudding, really, there. Proof that it works. So I don't get many spots all around here. I only get them in the middle. So there you go. If you have bad acne or just greasy face or just maybe greasy skin in general, like a moist, damp skin, try it. Give it a go. Just what have you got to lose? What have you got to risk there? Just give it a shot. Try it for like a week, maybe 2. You should know it pretty quickly. Like give it a week and your face will just clear up. You should see the results quite fast. But that's just one of my personal life hacks. So at least I managed to impart some wisdom on episode 300. I got nothing planned. I mentioned that earlier, but yeah, no ideas for things to do. I just, like I said, this is a daily vlog. This is always just a recap or a live action or whatever I'm doing in that day. And what I happened to be doing on day 300 was working for a bunch of hours and then driving home in quite slow, awful, congested traffic. What can you do? That's my daily vlog. But I'm home now, I'm gathering up my junk and I cannot wait to get in because Joe is already home and I am really hungry. Only had 1 jug of fuel today. Had my terrible cheesy breakfast this morning. Oh my god, this bag's so heavy. And 1 jug of fuel for lunch. And that's it, that's all I've consumed all day and I'm ravenous. But now, it is that time for a movie recommendation. I've been doing that a lot lately. I recommend movies and TV shows that I've been watching and I can't stop that now. And for this one, I need to recommend the movie Pop Star, Never Stop, Never Stopping. If you have any idea who the Lonely Island are, then you need to watch Pop Star Never Stop, Never Stopping. If you haven't seen it already, because if you like Lonely Island, you may have watched it already, but I love the Lonely Island. I've listened to their music for years. And of course, watching Brooklyn Nine-Nine, I'm a massive fan of Andy Samberg, and it turns out that they've made a movie as well. The Lonely Island made a movie called Never Stop, Never Stopping, and it's legitimately fantastic. It's so funny. I thought it would trail off towards the end. I thought it would lose its something. You know, like it's like super bad. It's a very good movie, but it does lose a bit of steam towards the end. This does not. This maintains its hilarity all the way through. I cannot recommend it enough. I was watching Brooklyn Nine-Nine on my lunch break, and I was talking about it to a mate who was just on lunch with me, and she recommended this movie to me, and I couldn't agree more. It's fantastic. So now, quite obviously, I need to listen to all the music again because I haven't heard it for too long, and I really need to listen to it. I want to play all the albums back to back. So over the next few days, I'll be talking about them a bit more, I think, because that's going to be in my head all the way through. And some of those songs are pretty racy, if you know what I mean. So I'm not going to be singing them out loud, particularly on vlogs. But I got to get this edited and rendered and uploaded, so I'm going to end the video off here for today. So hope you've enjoyed it, and if you have, a like rating is very appreciated, and thank you very much for sticking with me for 300 videos every day. It's ridiculous. The more I think about it, the stupider it sounds of why am I doing this? But regardless, thank you very much for watching them, and I'll see you all later.